No one needs to be an IT guy to see a line over
Okay,
the
don't get
camera.
smart. We don't need smart comments Sunday morning.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Josh.
Hello.
Josh, where are
Josh,
you today?
Hey, sorry.
Where's Josh today?
Can you see his feet?
I can see his feet, but I don't know which room are you in today.
He's at his parents' place.
Ah,
It's him.
I'm freezing. I can't warm up.
Mark's going to warm us up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Josh and I, Mark, were just talking about Maryland's lineup. We're not happy.
Oh no.
Okay, give me 1 second. I actually just realized I logged in from the wrong computer here. Give me 1 second here.
You're not happy because.
Can you, Mark? You still can hear me?
I can still hear you. Yep.
So your restorative yoga on Monday
Uh-huh.
is the same kind of thing we do on Thursdays, on the old
Yes.
days. Okay.
Yeah.
The Zen or whatever.
The yin, yeah. So it's a like combination of like just like it's basically yin. So
Okay. So it's not streamed live, I guess. That's what Josh was saying, right?
not at the moment, no.
Okay.
So as I was explaining to George there, I'm going to do a test with Mark to see if it's practical to stream from where he's doing his Monday classes using his cell phone to provide internet. And if it is, then we can stream those classes. If it's not practical, then we won't have access to those classes.
I mean,
So, I'm sorry, I'm jumping in after you guys started talking. Does this mean that if we can't join in at 9 a.m., we don't get the privilege of seeing that class at all?
Well, as it sits right this second, unless you drive there, you're not going to go to the class. The class is not available.
It's not recorded and showed later, right? And all that. Okay. And
Are
the
you
only
guys
other
going back?
Sorry?
flat.
Diane? Can't hear you speak.
Hi, Divine, wherever you are.
See, the thing is, let's say hypothetically speaking, Mark took his laptop and recorded the class. We would have to we'd have to do that with Maryland's permission.
No, I realize that, but I just was wondering because Marilyn was saying that some of the classes would be available.
Yeah. Well, not that one because there's no internet there.
I guess these are the only ones that are zoomed live.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Give me 1 second. I got to switch devices here.
Are you
Well,
starting?
she's just lost me then.
Not yet. We haven't.
Hi, Divine. Hi, Amin.
Hi guys.
Are you starting, George and Diane?
No, we're not going to be able to make these classes.
There's no boot camp,
No.
Divine.
No,
There we go.
Allison is not doing it anymore.
What's that?
Allison is not doing it anymore.
Yeah, how come?
I think she's just busy, something else.
Okay.
Well, if she's anything like our work, her group homework would be crazy right now. Yeah.
She's got Marissa doing the body precision now, Divine?
Yeah, and the CXT.
Are you going to go to those?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Karen and I are going to sign up. So, and I'm gonna do Mark's morning class.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't
Morning,
catch
Mark.
Hi.
you said about Mark's class there, Divine.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said I'm going to start morning class with Mark on Monday.
Okay, so you're going to go in person?
Yes,
Okay.
on all of it.
Okay.
I'm going
Yeah.
to try.
I don't see myself going in person.
Yeah.
Same here. Like we're not doing anything in person for this year. I just, like I said, I want to be able to come and visit my parents, you know. And for me, basically, that means more or less, you know, pretty much having no contact with anyone else.
Yeah, we
Unless
understand.
absolutely necessary.
Understandable.
Understandable.
All right. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was saying earlier. Let's say that my testing with the streaming, let's say that it turns out that it takes too much data to stream a class. Then the only other option is for Mark to record the class with his laptop, and then once he gets back, then we would have to upload it somehow. And then, so to do so, we would need to do so, obviously, because it's Marilyn's class, we would need to do so with her permission, with her full understanding of what's occurring. You know, obviously, we'd have to be somewhat tactful about that. Maintain the privacy of our own Sunday sessions. So, like I said, I'm gonna work with Mark to see if the classes can be streamed. If they can be streamed, Marilyn would love that because she's all for the streaming. It's just that it's without internet access, where Mark is teaching on Monday, it's less practical. So yeah, so if we can get the streaming going, that's my primary objective. If we can't get the streaming going, then we'll have to look at other options for us to take advantage of Mark's Monday class without going in person like Davina is.
It's not going to be the same this year.
Well, theoretically, we could get 2 days. We could get Monday and Sunday.
Yeah,
But failing that, we have Sunday. It's my understanding that Mark, you're available Sunday for the rest of the cycle. Okay, so we will have Sundays. If you are interested in Angie's class, Angie teaches Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And sorry, 10 a.m. So I don't know if that works for you, George, because it's a daytime thing. Lydia teaches 11 on Monday. I think there's a yoga almost every day of the week at Summit.
I teach at 11 on Monday.
Yeah, because Mark teaches at 10 o'clock for Maryland. Sorry, 9 o'clock for Maryland, and then 11 o'clock at Summit on Monday also. So now, George, are you able to even attend the Monday meeting, the Monday yoga? Or?
No, Mark. I know, Josh. No.
Okay, and how about you, Di? Are you able to attend during the day? Okay. Now, Davina,
Yeah.
you are obviously because you're going in person.
Yeah,
And
I'm
Jill-
gonna try.
that's why the recording classes have been so wonderful.
Yeah, and Jill is not going to be with us this season.
I'm not enjoying the in classes. I mean, on the video anymore, the Zoom. I'm just getting bored by myself doing it.
Understandable.
Like, I mean, the yoga I love, okay, but the other classes I can't do it. I was paying for it and I wasn't going anymore, so I was just kind of.
She's gonna give it a try.
I'm gonna give it a try. You know, that doesn't mean I'm gonna go all the time. You know, so.
I'd like to try one, but I'm not sure, Divine, anyway.
Which one would you do?
Either the one that where boot camp was with Marissa, Body Precision. That one you're in one spot, right? You're not using equipment. It's not like
Yeah,
boot
all
camp.
of them. All of them, you have to bring your own.
Yeah. Well, Allison's classes, yeah, you brought your own stuff anyway, right?
Yeah, everything is in your own.
Anyway, we don't want to hold up Mark.
Yeah, let's go do this.
All right, well, is there anything that you guys want to do today in class?
Sleep.
Did Divine say sleep?
Yeah,
Sleep, yes.
I mean, he wants to do a lot of chaturangas, I know that.
Yeah.
Let's start today's class in process. Let's start laying down on our backs.
Did you turn it off?
Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale it all out, let it all go. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale it all out, let it all go. And with every inhale and exhale, allowing your body to begin to settle. Allowing your mind to begin to rest. And taking this opportunity this morning to check in with yourself and notice how your body's feeling. Notice how you're feeling. Taking a few moments to scan from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And notice if there's any areas where you're carrying tension. If there's any areas that might be a little bit sore, maybe a little bit tender or stiff. And taking this opportunity to breathe into those areas, letting your breath bring a little bit of relief to anything that might be sore. Bring softness to anything that might be a little bit stiff. Ease anything that might be tense. Letting your body find a little bit more rest. Taking note of any thoughts that might be rising up. Gently acknowledging them. Letting them continue to pass by. Bringing your attention back to your breath. Back to your inhales. And your exhales. And take a few moments to set an intention for your class today. Something you wish to receive from your practice. And on the next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently move your toes. Then on the next inhale, slowly draw those knees into your chest. Giving them a nice gentle squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. Then opening your arms up into a T and letting those knees gently fall to the right side, coming into a twist. Keeping your left shoulder blade pressed into the mat. Adjusting your knees, whether you draw them closer to your chest or you soften that knee bend. Maybe you slide a block or a cushion under those knees for some support. Breathing into any sensations that you might be feeling. Letting your breath soften those areas. Finding a little bit more rest in this posture. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. And then slowly draw those knees up. And then letting those knees gently fall to the left side. Keeping that right shoulder blade pressed into the mat. Adjusting your knees, whether you draw them closer to your chest or you soften that knee bend. Breathing into any sensations that you might be feeling on this side. Letting your breath soften those areas. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. And then on the next inhale, slowly draw those knees back up to center. Then coming into happy baby, grabbing the outside of those feet, opening the knees nice and wide. Gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. Then draw those knees back into your chest. And let them sway to the left to the right. Gently letting the knees fall to the left side or to the right side, coming into fetal position. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it all out. Take one more inhale here. Exhale it all out. Then on the next inhale, slowly begin to press your way up and making your way to all fours, coming into tabletop position. Stacking our hands underneath our shoulders and our knees under our hips. And on that inhale, drop your belly, pull that chin forward. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine. Inhale, drop that belly, pull that chin forward. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, tuck that chin into your chest a little bit deeper. On the next inhale, try to open up those shoulders. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, trying to tuck that tailbone in a little bit deeper. Inhale, maybe your eyes drop slightly higher. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine. Couple more breaths here. Inhale. Can you open up those shoulders a little bit more, trying to expand those collarbones? Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, tucking your chin into your chest a little bit deeper. Last one, inhale. Maybe your eyes draw up slightly higher. Exhale, press into your palms, round your spine, tucking that tailbone and chin in just a moment longer. Then coming back to neutral spine, very nice. Planting our left hand into the mat and our right knee. We'll reach our right hand forward and our left foot back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, draw that elbow to the knee. Then inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one. Hold and reach on that inhale. Find a little bit more length. Can you reach that right hand a little bit further forward, that foot back? Exhale, draw that elbow to the knee, very nice. Coming back to neutral spine, switching sides. Left hand forward, right foot back. Take an inhale for stability. Exhale, draw that elbow to the knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one, hold and reach on that inhale. Find a little bit more length. Reaching the hand forward, the foot back. Exhale, draw that elbow to the knee. Very nice. Coming back to neutral spine. Planting our hands, curling our toes. We'll send our hips up in our first downward facing dog. So press our knees up. And then our hips back. And take a few moments here to pedal out those feet. Bending one knee, straightening the other. Switching to the other side. Maybe gently moving your hips side to side. And eventually finding stillness in this posture. So pressing into the palms of the hands, trying to lengthen your spine. Exhale, can you draw your heels closer to the mat? Inhale, keep pushing away that floor. Exhale, can you draw your heels closer to the mat? Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. And then on the next inhale, coming into plank pose. And then exhale, slowly lowering all the way down onto your stomach. Releasing your toes and keeping your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale to baby cobra, draw up your chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, can you draw up a little bit higher? Exhale, lower. Inhale, can you draw up a little bit higher? Exhale, lower. Two more. Inhale, can you draw up a little bit higher, keeping those elbows nice and close to the ribs. Exhale, lower. Last one, let's hold it at the top. Inhale. We'll exhale at the top. Inhale, can you drop a little bit higher? Exhale, release all the way down, very nice. Curling our toes back under. Press to plank on the inhale. Exhale, push back to your downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for one full inhale. One full exhale. Step, hop, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. Exhale, draw our hands to heart center, very nice. Take a full inhale here. And a full exhale. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. And take a few moments here to pedal out those feet. Move those hips side to side. And eventually finding stillness for 3 breaths here. So press into the palms of the hands, lengthen the spine. Exhale, can you draw those heels closer to the mat? On the next inhale, maybe you draw your eyes up to your navel. Exhale, hold here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Step, hop, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, release, very nice. Inhale, circle our hands up to the sky, filling up our lungs. Interlacing our 3rd, 4th, and 5th fingers. Send those hips to the left, arms to the right on the exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Cactus those arms, open up the shoulders. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Release all the way down, very nice. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. And take one full inhale here. One full exhale. On the next inhale, float that right leg high to the sky. Then step your right leg through your hands. Staying on your back left toes. Inhale to crescent pose. Exhale, let that body settle. Very nice. Then inhale, reach those hands up. And then exhale, draw that left arm forward, right arm back. Coming into a twist. On the next inhale, can you open up those shoulders a little bit more, reaching that left hand forward, right arm back. Exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Very nice. Inhale, circle both hands up to the sky. And then exhale, draw that right arm forward, left arm back. Very nice. On the next inhale, can you reach your hands a little bit further away, expanding that chest? Exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Very nice. Inhale, circle both hands up to the sky. Exhale, cactus those arms, open up those shoulders. On the next inhale, can you open up a little bit more? And exhale, maybe you begin to back bend a little bit. Very nice. Inhale, draw both hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down, very nice. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here, pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Take one full inhale together. One full exhale. And then on the next inhale, float that left leg high to the sky. Then step your left leg through your hands. Staying on your back right toes. Inhale to crescent pose. Exhale, let that body settle. Very nice. Inhale, reach your hands up. Then exhale, draw that right arm forward, left arm back, coming into a twist. Very nice. Then inhale, can you reach that right hand forward, left arm back, opening up the twist a little bit more. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Very nice. Inhale, circle both hands up to the sky. Then exhale, draw that left arm forward, right arm back. On the next inhale, can you expand those arms a little bit further out, stretching out the shoulders. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Very nice. Inhale, circle both hands up to the sky. Exhale, cactus those arms, open up the chest. On the next inhale, can you open up a little bit more? And then exhale, maybe you back bend. Inhale, draw both hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, very nice. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for one full inhale. One full exhale. Step, hop, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Bend your knees, sink your hips, come into chair pose. As you reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, draw those hands to heart center as you sink a little bit deeper into that chair. Take an inhale here. Exhale, can you draw that left elbow to the right knee? So coming into a twist. Inhale, press the palms of the hands together, trying to open up those shoulders. Exhale, can you twist to the right a little bit more? Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take that right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, press the palms of the hands together, opening up that chest. Exhale, can you twist to the left a little bit more? Very nice. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold, release all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Very nice. Take one full inhale here. One full exhale. Then inhale, float that right leg high to the sky. Then step your right leg through your hands. Release your back left heel. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, let that body settle. Very nice. On the next inhale, can you draw that left hip forward as you scooch that right hip back a little bit? Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Very nice. On the next inhale, can you reach those hands up a little bit higher, and maybe your gaze goes up. And on that exhale, draw shoulders down and away from your ears. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, open up to warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back. And maybe you walk that right heel in to match the instep of that left foot. On the next inhale, can you draw your shoulders back and down, opening up that upper body? Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. On the next inhale, can you reach your hands a little bit further away, trying to open up that chest? Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Very nice. On the next inhale, coming into reverse warrior, so left hand, left thigh, right arm draws up and back. On the next inhale, can you reach that right hand a little bit further back? Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. And that option to take that hand behind the spine is always available. Take one more inhale, can you reach a little bit further back? Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Very nice. On the next inhale, transitioning into extended side angle. So either right elbow, right knee, left arm circles forward. Or you take that right arm down. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale, can you reach that left hand a little bit further away? Exhale, pressing on that back left foot. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, coming into reverse warrior, so fill up the lungs. And on the exhale, we'll transition back to extended side angle. So right arm down, left arm draws forward. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, extended side angle, right arm down, left arm forward. Last one, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, right arm down, left arm draws forward. Inhale, come back to reverse warrior to fill up the lungs. Exhale, hands to the mats. Step back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Very nice. Take a few breaths here, pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for 1 full breath in. 1 full breath out. Then on the next inhale, float that left leg high to the sky. Then step your left leg through your hands. Release that back right heel. Inhale to your warrior one. Exhale, let that body settle. On the next inhale, can you shift that right hip forward as you scooch the left hip back? Exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. On the next inhale, can you reach your hands up a little bit higher? Maybe gaze goes up. Exhale, draw those shoulders down and away from your ears. On the next inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Maybe you walk that left heel in. On the next inhale, can you draw your shoulders back and down, opening up that upper body. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that left leg. Take one more inhale. Can you reach your hands a little bit further away? Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Very nice. On the next inhale, coming into reverse warrior. So right hand, right thigh, left arm draws up and back. And that option to take that right hand behind your spine. On the next inhale, can you reach your left hand back a little bit further? Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Very nice. On the next inhale, can you reach that left hand back a little bit further? Exhale, hold here. On the next inhale, coming into extended side angle. So either left elbow, left knee, right arm circles forward. Or maybe you reach that left hand down all the way to start. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale, can you reach that right hand a little bit further away? Exhale, pressing on that back right foot. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. And on the next inhale, coming back to reverse warrior, so fill up the lungs. Exhale, coming back to your extended side angle, left arm down, right arm draws forward. Two more, inhale, fill up those lungs, come back to your reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, left arm down, right arm draws forward. Last one, inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, extended side angle, left arm draws down, right arm draws forward. Very nice. Inhale, fill up those lungs one more time. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Move through our chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Very nice. Take a few breaths here, pedal out those feet. Move your hips side to side. Eventually finding stillness for one full inhale. One full exhale. Step, hop, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, circle both hands up to the sky. Interlace your third, fourth, and fifth fingers. Send those hips to the left, arms to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Cactus those arms, open up the chest, maybe a slight back bend. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keeping your hands to your eyes closed, take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale it all out of your mouth, let it all go. Take another deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out of the mouth, let it all go. Flutter your eyes open, give that a little bit of a shake, great job. So we'll come into our standing posture. So we'll do tree pose into eagle. So have your feet hip distance apart. Draw your shoulders back and down, opening up that upper body. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out, let it all go. Shifting your weight to that left foot, start to draw up the right. So maybe your toe rests on the floor, maybe it comes up into the calf, or maybe it comes up into that crease. When you arrive, draw your hands to heart center. Keep pushing your left leg against that right foot and vice versa. And then on the next inhale, begin to open those arms up into a V, keeping that core engaged, keeping your focus. And then on the next inhale, draw your hands together, top of your head. And exhale, slowly lower them down to your heart. Then on the next inhale, begin to draw that knee forward and then begin to cross it over the left. So either the foot wraps all the way around, it's beside, or maybe it rests on the floor. But on the next inhale, open up those arms. And then on the exhale, take that right elbow underneath the left. And either that you draw the back of the hands together, the palms to touch. But on the next inhale, can you reach up those elbows a little bit higher? And exhale, try to draw the shoulders down and away from your ears. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, slowly release the arms. And then on the exhale, pick up that right foot and then slowly let it lower like a leaf. Very nice, giving that a little bit of a shake. And then coming back to mountain pose. So draw your shoulders back and down, opening up that upper body. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Shifting your weight to that right foot. Start to pick up the left, so either the toes rest on the mat, they come up onto the calf, or they come up into that crease. And when you find that stability, draw your hands to heart center. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then on the next inhale, begin to open those arms up into a V. Exhale, hold here. On the next inhale, draw the hands together at the top of your head. And exhale, slowly lower them down to your heart. On the next inhale, draw that left knee forward. And then cross it over the right, coming into eagle legs. Inhale, open up those arms. And then exhale, draw that left elbow under the right. And maybe the back of the hands touch, or maybe your palms touch. But on the next inhale, can you reach those elbows up a little bit higher? Exhale, draw the shoulders down and away from your ears. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. On the next inhale, release the arms. Pick up that left leg and then let it float down like a leaf. Very nice. Giving that a little bit of a shake. Great job. Coming back to the top of your mat. Inhale, circle your hands up to the sky, filling up the lungs. Exhale, forward fold. Release all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank pose. And so from here, we're going to lower that right knee down. We're going to come into modified side plank. So you can kickstand that right foot out a little bit. And then bring that left foot in alignment with your right knee and your right arm. And lift that left hand up. Then on the next inhale, can you begin to float that left leg? And on the exhale, reach that left hand forward. So keep pushing into that right hand. On the next inhale, can you draw your left knee to your left elbow? Exhale, reach back. Inhale, draw your knee to your elbow. Exhale, reach back. Very nice. One more. Inhale, draw that knee to your elbow. Exhale, reach back. Very nice. On the next inhale, reach that left hand back up to the sky. Exhale, lower that left leg down. So the option is to stay here in side plank modified, or maybe you float that right foot underneath the left, coming into full side plank. And your option is you can float that left leg, or maybe you just stay here today. Keep pushing away that floor as you reach that left hand up. Keep sending those hips up. Keep your breath. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Very nice. Then on the next inhale, come back to plank pose. And then shifting to the other side. So lower that left knee down as you take that right foot in alignment with your left hand and your left knee. And maybe you kickstand that left foot out a little bit. On the next inhale, reach that right hand up. Exhale, hold here. Then on the next inhale, begin to lift that right leg as you reach that right hand forward. On the next inhale, draw that right knee to your right elbow. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, draw that knee to the elbow. Exhale, reach it back. Very nice. Last one. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale, reach. Then on the next inhale, reach that right hand up. And then on the exhale, slowly lower that right leg down. And so the option is to stay here in modified side plank, or maybe you shift that left leg underneath the right, coming into side plank. Whew. And your option is maybe you float that right leg, or today maybe you stay down. But inhale, can you reach that right hand up as you push into the floor? Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, can you reach up a little bit higher? Exhale, hold here. Last breath in. Last breath out. Then on the next inhale, come back to plank pose. And exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in here, pedaling out the feet. Exhale it all out. Then on the next inhale, find stillness in this posture. Exhale, hold. Then on the next inhale, coming into pigeon pose. So float that right leg as high to the sky. And draw your right knee to your right wrist. And your right ankle to your left. Release your left toes. Inhale, walk your hands up to set the hips. And then exhale, slowly begin to walk your hands down. Maybe you come onto your forearms, or maybe you walk your hands out a little bit further, allowing your chest to draw closer to the mat. And we'll take a few breaths here. So trying to release tension from that left leg. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Can you walk your fingertips out a little bit further, challenging your edge on the next inhale? Exhale, let that body settle a little bit more. Very nice. On the next inhale, slowly begin to walk those hands up. Planting your hands, curling your toes. On the next inhale, send that right leg back to your 3-legged dog, giving it a little bit of a shake. Exhale, slowly lowering that right foot down. Inhale, float that left leg high to the sky. Then draw your left knee to your left wrist, your left ankle to your right. Release those right toes. Inhale, walk the hands up to set those hips. And then exhale, walk the hands out, reclined pigeon. Few more breaths here. Releasing any tension from that right leg. Take a full inhale here. Exhale it all out. Maybe you walk those fingers a little bit further, challenging that edge. Take another full breath in. And a full breath out, let it all go. Then on the next inhale, slowly begin to walk those hands up. Planting your hands, curling those right toes. On the next inhale, send that left leg back to your three-legged dog, giving that a little bit of a shake. Releasing your left toes down onto the mats. Then coming into wide knee child's pose, so dropping those knees down to the edges of the mats. Draw those big toes together and push your hips back. Allow your shoulders to soften. Maybe your forehead rests on the mat. Maybe you slide a block or a cushion to just try to remove tension from your neck. Allowing your body to settle, allowing gravity to draw those hips closer to your feet. Take a couple more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then slowly begin to walk those hands up. Drawing your knees together, kicking your feet to one side or another, coming into a seated position, and coming into boat pose. So if you have a block, you can always slide a block between your feet, or draw the big toes together. But draw your shoulders back and down, opening up that chest. Take a full breath in, and a full breath out. Then on the next inhale, float the feet. Then float your hands. And the option is to keep the knees bent, or maybe you straighten those legs. And you can always point the toes if you want. But draw the shoulders back and down, opening up that upper body. Exhale, hold here. And take an inhale here. And then exhale, begin to slowly lower those heels down. Inhale, draw the feet back up, or the knees. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, draw them back up, drawing your shoulders back and down. Exhale, slowly lower, last one. Inhale, draw them back up. Draw your hands together. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Reach your hands up. Straighten those legs. Exhale, release. Grab your knees. Tuck your chin. Roll your spine. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Let it all go. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, draw your hands behind your spine and windshield work with those legs to the right. Come back to center. Let the knees drop down to the left. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. With the soles of the feet on the mat, lower all the way down onto your backs and make sure you have your block handy. We'll come into supported bridge. So take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then on the next inhale, shift those hips up and slide the block or the cushion underneath your tailbone and adjust the block whether you draw it higher up or lower down. Allow your palms to face up. Take a full breath in and a full breath out, letting your body find rest. Softening those shoulders, removing tension from your neck. Let your eyes close. And if your mind wanders or drifts, just coming back to your breath. Coming back to this posture. Letting your body find rest. Take a couple more breaths here. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Then on the next inhale, slowly shift those hips up. Sliding that block out from underneath and slowly lowering those hips down onto the mats. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then on the next inhale, pick up that right foot and cross it over the left. And then shift your hips to the right side of the mat. Open your arms up into a T. And then let that right knee drop down to the left side, coming into a twist. Keeping your right shoulder blade pressed into the mat. Your eyes could fall over that right shoulder. Letting your body find rest. Breathing into any sensations that you might be feeling. Letting your breath soften those areas. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. Then slowly draw those knees back up to center. Releasing that right leg, squaring those hips. Then pick up that left foot and cross it over your right. Shift your hips to the left side of the mat. And then let your left knee drop down to the right side. Keeping that left shoulder blade pressed into the mat. And your eyes can fall over that left shoulder. Breathing to any sensations that you might be feeling on this side. Letting your breath bring softness to those areas. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale. And on the next inhale, draw those knees back up to center. Release that left leg, square your shoulders, square your hips. Draw your knees into your chest, giving them a nice big squeeze. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circle your knees in the opposite direction. Opening up to happy baby. Grab the outside of those feet. Open the knees nice and wide. Gently rocking a little bit of forward and backwards. A little bit of side to side. Take one full breath in. And exhale, open up to Shavasana, legs as wide as the mat. palms to face up. Letting your body melt into the mat. Taking this opportunity to let go. Letting your body find rest. Letting your mind find peace. Taking a few moments to scan over your body. Notice if you're carrying any tension anywhere. Letting those areas soften with your breath. Letting any tension dissolve. Letting your body fully surrender to this posture. Acknowledging any thoughts that might be rising up. Letting them continue to pass by. Coming back to your breath. Back to your inhales. And your exhales. And as your body finds rest, letting the benefits from your practice today, the goodness from all the postures, absorbing deep into your mind and into your body. Letting your body reap the benefits. And on the next inhale, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers. Gently move your toes. Slowly waking up your body. Drawing your attention back to the room. Then on the next inhale, slowly reaching those arms up and overhead. And then grabbing one wrist and then gently beginning to pull it to one side of the room, feeling the stretch in that side body. Then release that wrist, grab the other wrist, gently pull it to the opposite side. Releasing that wrist, reach your hands to the very back of the room and your feet to the very front. Take a full body stretch on that next inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Draw your right knee into your chest nice and slow. Giving it a nice gentle squeeze. Adding a little bit of movement back. Then release your right leg, draw in your left knee. Give it a nice gentle squeeze. Gently adding a little bit of movement back. Then draw that right knee back into your chest, giving them both a big squeeze, showing them some love. Gently rocking a little bit of side to side. A little bit of forward and backwards. Circling your knees in one direction. Circling your knees in the opposite direction. Then let your knees sway from the left to the right. Gently letting your knees fall to the right side or to the left side, coming into fetal position. Letting your head cradle into your arm. Offering breaths of gratitude. Grateful that you showed up on your mat this morning. Taking time to connect with your body and your breath. Thankful for the sun this morning. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. On the next inhale, slowly begin to press your way up to a seated position. Taking your time to arrive, keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands to heart center. When you arrive, take a full inhale and a full exhale. On the next inhale, draw a gentle smile to your face. Exhale it all out. Take a few moments to thank your body for all the hard work it did this morning. I thank you and I'm very humbled by your practice. Namaste. Great job, guys.
Excellent. Woke me up.
My leg was burning when we were doing that, moving from that. Like the extent.
Oh, you should see my legs.
Yeah.
It was
That's
sore.
good.
I'm gonna have my coffee now, guys.
Do you need it, Daveen?
Coffee.
Do you need it?
Huh?
Do you need it?
Yes, I do. I need my coffee.
I
Coffee's
agree,
my
Davina.
Yeah,
Morning without coffee is not a good morning.
Yeah.
no, coffee's the best.
Have a good weekend,
Have a
guys.
good
Yeah.
Bye,
weekend.
guys.
You too, guys.
Bye,
See you
guys.
later.
See you Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you Sunday.
Bye.
So guys, next Sunday we got church, so we won't be joining you at this time, that's for sure.
Okay, so you'll watch it afterwards then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could do that.
It sounds like we will be going, if everything goes well, it will likely be every 2 weeks. So we could join 1 week and then just watch the video the next kind of thing.
Or we could even change, like we could do one week at 9 and maybe like 1 week at, what time's your church till? What time's your
It's
service
at
till?
10. It's 10.
10 to 11 or 10 to like 12?
Typically around 10 to 11:30. We're home by noon.
Okay.
Well,
We could do
11:15.
we could do it earlier or we could do it later. Like we could do maybe like maybe every like second Sunday we could do a flow in the morning and then a yin in the afternoon or the evening or something like.
Yeah, I don't want to upset the apple cart for everybody, so.
Well, the worst comes to worst that we
We
watch,
can
we
watch
watch
it.
your tape version and that you guys do it still at 9. Anyway, we'll work it out.
It out too, we can maybe ask and maybe people will want it, maybe like a good flow and then a good restorative like the next week, right? So it like has a balance.
Sure.
You can push it in because you said Jill's not joining for this season, Josh.
That's correct.
Yeah, so it'll just be, and I'm sure I can send an email to all of us and see. I'll come up with something like tomorrow and shoot it out to everybody.
Let us know how much, okay, Mark?
Yeah, let me figure that out and we'll see. Yeah. I'm like, did you? But yeah. How was it today though? Good? Yeah?
Excellent. Oh my gosh,
She had to open the windows.
I did. The crescent gets me every time.
Was the
And
video,
the side plank one, that's really excellent.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Got to work on those.
Yeah. But it's good though, like, you know, and you'll probably see progress too. Like I'll try to keep the series, like the sequences the same too for like the first month, and then alter it a little bit so we can see progression, you know, and maybe come back in a couple of months and see where we're at too, right? So
Well, I'm sure, Josh, you would probably feel the same. I have seen an incredible difference from the first session I went to now. George gets really frustrated with boat because he still desperately want to do boat. But I know you already can hold your legs for a longer period of time than you did before.
Slow but sure improvements. Yeah.
it's only this last 2 weeks that I've been able to hold my legs straight. All of this time, we've been doing boat for how many years now?
Yeah.
And it's just like this past month, I can actually hold my legs straight for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like
not
that
there
long.
yet either.
We're getting better, eh?
I can certainly straighten my legs, but to hold, that was actually, I think I told you this, Mark, for Julia, she was for dancing, she had to do a photo shoot. That was the pose she had to hold. Yeah, so when I look at you and I see you point your toes that way, I go to Julia wearing that cute little dress she had on, having to hold that pose forever.
For a long time.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, so that's a great goal to have. Congratulations, Josh. That's really good.
Yeah, because I never thought I could do it because I always kept falling one way or the other. And it was just one week, it was then like, oh, wow, I'm not falling. I'm actually able to hold my legs straight. And then now I'm just holding my legs straight for longer and longer. Now that I've achieved the balance, like it was a matter of finding the balance point. Now that I've got the balance point, then I can concentrate on holding it for longer.
Excellent. That's really good.
Hey, Josh, there's a big difference between Mark and you. You're very blurry to us anyway, and I don't know why that is. And Mark's very clear.
Okay, so Mark is transmitting from his own Wi-Fi, and I was just doing a little test right now. I'm actually on mobile data, so
Okay.
let me just switch off of mobile
Just to
data.
let you know, if you want to know, you're not as clear as Mark
Yeah,
for sure.
it's pixelated.
Right. Okay.
You're pixie.
Oh,
And now you froze.
Yeah.
Did he leave us?
No.
well, no, he's there.
Okay.
You froze on us, Josh.
Okay, so I'm on Wi-Fi now.
Yeah, difference.
Better. Oh yeah,
Okay.
difference. Big difference.
Big difference.
So now again, I'm inside a concrete house. So being inside a concrete house means probably would get much better reception if I went outside.
Yeah. Steven says that all the time when we're in the island at the kitchen. It's like a forest. What do you call it? Unarmed. What am I trying to say?
Fortress.
Fortress.
It's like the scientific term that we joke about is we call it a Faraday cage. It's a construction that nothing can escape or come in. It's like it's a protection from waves, and it stops, obviously cell phone waves from coming in and out. So it's pretty cool. So, okay.
So all ready for this? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
Josh.
for me this week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to attend each of the summit classes. The summit classes are currently all free.
Tomorrow.
But
tomorrow.
What's that?
There's no class tomorrow.
Right, but I mean, I think Lydia has a class on Tuesday, or is it someone else?
Yeah, I think it's a new
Jeff,
time.
yeah, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff, I think is Tuesday. Now they're currently free, but they're free because they're having a lot of technical difficulties. So once they get those technical difficulties resolved, then they'll start charging for them. But like for example, like when you watch Angie, you can't hear her because the music drowns her out.
Right.
So you have to watch to see what she's doing as opposed to listening to her cueing. So now with Mark, is anyone complain about the audio issues? Or are you able to wear the mic?
I haven't done it yet at Summit.
Okay.
So next Monday,
Okay.
not Monday, but the following Monday will be the first time.
Right. Okay. So if at all possible, wear the mic. If you can wear the mic, then I think it'll be able to pick up your voice, because every now and again she would move her head close to the mic, and you could hear her for that brief moment, and she moves away because the mic it's a close range device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this mic on the phone, this mic on the webcam, they're long range devices. The mic on your computer is the same thing. You don't have to be an inch away from the microphone. You can be some distance and it picks it up. Whereas the mic that they use is a mic that's intended to be right in your mouth. So because Angie's got this huge mane, she can't get the mic properly, so she has to put it beside her, and then the music just drowns it out. So yeah, my suggestion to Mark would be maybe go in a few minutes early and make sure that the mic is comfortable, and then people will be able to hear you that do the live streaming.
I'm probably gonna put it on the table beside my mat, and my voice carries enough, so I think it'll be fine. Like, I think my voice carries probably a lot more than Angie's does, so.
For sure.
Well, the thing is, they have an iPad set up on a stand, for it, but the microphone is fed into the sound system, and then so the sound system is playing. So the iPad picks up the sound system rather than the voice. So as sound, there's a pause in the music, you can hear her just fine.
Yeah.
It's just the relative volume levels of it. So yeah, I would say if you can wear the mic, problem solved. Don't you have to think about it.
I don't want to put anybody else's mic on my face though, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. That's a good
Everybody
point.
says we don't have our own mics, so I'm like, no.
Oh,
Especially not if the class before is like a RIP class, like that.
yeah.
You'll have to dump it in disinfectant, Mark.
Yeah, and then bleach my face.
So what I'm gonna try to do with Angie is I'm gonna get her own Bluetooth mic that's actually compatible with her hair and stuff like that. Maybe something that she can just clip on her. So maybe that's how to do it. And maybe if everyone has their own mic, then that's how it can work. That's actually you bring up a very good point. I didn't think of that. So like Bluetooth mics are not horribly expensive. So if each of the instructors has their own personal mic, they come in, they sync it to the iPad. The iPad picks up their voice for the people that are streaming, and then everyone else that's in the room, their voice carries, and then they have the music in the background. So maybe that works.
Yeah,
It's another way.
let me know like the following Monday when I do it and let me know, because I won't put it on, but I'll put it close to my mat and like
Yeah.
maybe a table or something, and you'll have to let me know if you can hear me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can do both classes, and then we'll see what. Assuming I do sign up with Marilyn for the earlier class.
Yeah.
So I want to support Marilyn, but again, she's not through her fault. I mean, there's no Wi-Fi, so.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Is that the church on Johnson Crescent? That one, Josh?
Let me just pull up the email.
United? That's the United one, right? Is that the one where we do Allison's?
I haven't memorized it here, so I got to pull up the email real quick.
It says United Church, so that's the one on Johnson Crescent, right, Mark?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Not the other one opposite the hall there.
Yeah.
So she's doing nothing at the hall, eh?
I don't recall that, but let me just look here real quick.
It's probably because the hall may not be available.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, maybe
here we
Mark
are.
knows it. I don't know.
Okay, so here we are. So let's give it a sec here to open up for me. Okay, so Monday is yoga with Mark at 9. Wednesday is yoga with Lydia at 7:15. Again at the United Church. So in both cases, they're at the United Church.
Well, what I see, Josh, everything's at United.
Yeah. So Pam is also at the United Church. She's Thursday at 10:15. Now that's gentle.
What's
yoga.
gentle yoga?
That's directed at seniors.
Hair yoga. It's probably more geared to like senior fit.
Yeah, we did it once with Marilyn. It was pretty good because she knew that we were there, and there was one senior person and the two of us. So she did the yoga with the chair, but she cued it both ways. Like when you do an upward dog with a chair or a downward dog with a chair, it's different than you do it with the mat. she would cue it both ways, but then she would actually show it on the chair.
Okay.
We actually really enjoyed it. She said she was going to do it again, but she never did do it again. So St. Andrews, Pam again is doing on Tuesday the gentle yoga. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it for yoga.
Yeah. I noticed what's interesting is Penny and Marilyn do Zoom, but Pam doesn't.
Because I don't think where Pam does it has the capability to do Zoom. So I think Penny can do it. I think there's Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay, because they're both at the fire hall. I just assumed that the fire hall would have Wi-Fi.
Well, I think, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, body precision. Okay, so Alexandra, Rebecca, and Sophie yoga. Sophie and Rebecca yoga at Maxwell Arena. Again, neither of those are Zoom. Then when you go to the Zoom, again, there's no Zoom class unless, like I said, unless I can figure out a way to get data to Mark on Monday. There won't be a Zoom class for yoga. Other than, like I said, all live class. Oh, it says all live classes will be recorded for you to enjoy each week.
Penny's done some stuff for Maryland and Long Sault, and then she moved out to Martintown, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to.
you know if you
I
see her.
remember, I don't
She's
remember.
got short hair, like yeah.
Okay, I didn't read this before. It says here, all live classes will be recorded for you to enjoy each week.
That's all ones that are streamed, right?
So that, I wonder if that means all Zoom live classes.
I think so. That's the way I read it, Josh.
Right, so you don't read it as all classes. Like she didn't tell you to record your class on Monday, right, Mark?
No.
Okay, so that must mean all Zoom live classes are recorded.
Yeah.
Which is the same as it was before. Like
Yeah.
she would do the class and record it, and then you would watch it. Like even if George, her only, let's say that hypothetically speaking, we get Zoom up and running on Monday with Mark, it would then be recorded, and then you could watch it at a later time.
Yep. That would be good. Anyway, next few weeks.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out. Like I said, it's you know, I want to support Maryland, but I'm just not comfortable going to class.
Yeah. And that's completely fine. And I think she understands that, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's the situation is that we feel a great affinity to Maryland's organization, but the circumstances are such that you can't necessarily permit yourself to flex your schedule as much as would need to be flexed for me anyway, or to be present. So,
You know, we've been doing this with Maryland this is the 11th year for me.
if not longer.
Anyway.
I mean, when I first came to Cornwall, I did Maryland's aerobics at.
I'm sure Maryland's not happy about having no boot camp, and I understand why, but it's got to be tough, right? That's the first year.
All about the equipment and everything, right? So
hopefully in January, right, guys? It's going to be better.
Yeah, well, exactly, right? It might be a little bit better when we get to January.
So it's going to be interesting 4 months.
Yeah.
So are you guys, if they come out with a vaccine, are you guys going to take it?
yeah, good question.
That's a very good question.
Oh.
I'd say yes, no?
Well, I'm not sure if I want to be the little guinea pig.
No, there's other people being guinea pigs first, right? But there's going to be so many different versions of this vaccine, right? I don't know. Which one do you take?
I don't know that.
Well, you hear every country's got their own version right now.
Well, they're all working on it. It doesn't mean that they all have a
They're in
version.
they're in the third stage trials where they in the US. I think China's already, and I don't know.
Do you take the yearly influenza vaccine, George?
Only when I go to Peru.
I do.
That's a
big thing at work. Yeah.
I should take it, Josh, I guess, but I don't.
Yeah, I do. There's a number. I know a lot of people who do not.
Yeah.
But this one for COVID, I think so. Anyway, once it's proven itself, I guess.
I mean, the kids we've been vaccinated per all the other stuff, right? All the other vaccines. Our children have been vaccinated. if you look at our history, we tend to vaccinate when we know that it makes sense. So
We're not anti-vaxxers,
no, we're
okay?
not anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, it's a very touchy subject, I'm asking you because I know you're in that field, and I would, to me, your opinion on being on both sides of that gives more insight to
Yeah.
how that works.
We've had some long discussions about it at work, and the concern right now is how they've sped up the trials, and particularly in some countries where they haven't really necessarily, they've gotten approval to speed things up, which makes a lot of sense. But in speeding things up, you don't want to skip steps. So anyway, more study needs to be completed, I think. But so far, so good on some. I mean, they interviewed some of the folks who have been part of the tests, and they've all said they feel good. They've had a few minor symptoms, but otherwise okay. So
The test is if they get it again, right? That's after a certain period of time. They don't know, right?
but what's really interesting is this young person from China who had COVID in, I believe it was March, and what happened to be at, I don't know if it was an airport or someplace where they automatically were screening, and he wasn't presenting any symptoms at all, but they tested him. I think he had to get on a flight or something, and he had to be tested to get on the flight. He had it again, but he was asymptomatic. So March he had COVID with the symptoms, and then just recently had it again and was asymptomatic. So it makes you wonder, if you've had it, how serious is it the next time you get it?
Okay, that brings up an interesting question. Are they testing for the presence of the live virus, or are they testing for the presence of antibodies?
Antibodies,
Good
yeah.
question. I
It's
don't
a
know.
very good question. I don't know the answer to that.
See, if they're testing for antibodies, if you've had it, of course you're going to have antibodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Right.
don't know how should they stay with you, right? They don't know if
Sorry, hun.
it's okay.
Recently, one of the researchers was saying that they have no idea. They're trying to figure out how long the antibodies remain in your system. And some were saying they would be a longer term situation, but others are saying no. But I believe that this fellow in China had it wasn't antibodies that they were testing. He had COVID.
Okay, so he tested positive for the virus.
He tested positive for the virus.
That's what I'm saying. Very important. To me, that's a very important test. Like, we had a bunch of people, or one person that we know, went to a group event in December, and a whole bunch of them got pneumonia. February, sorry. And so, because there's no reliable antibody test that they have access to right now, they're waiting to see. As soon as they get one, they want to get tested. Did we all have COVID and all recovered?
We're there, Josh. I don't know if you remember, George couldn't do anything for a good
Few weeks.
6 weeks, if not longer. I was terribly ill in January. Stephen had it in early January. We're convinced if that's how, and the symptoms are very much like what we experienced.
And they lingered for a long time with me,
Forever.
and I never have that ever. If I get the flu, but this thing just lingered on, so I don't know what it was.
And it felt like it was very heavy on the chest. My head was pounding. You had that whole smell, taste thing. Anyway, it sounds very, very similar, but
So if these tests were readily available, we'd probably
in
go
a minute, we'd go
tested.
get tested.
But
Now, have you been tested using the test for the virus?
No.
Is there a particular reason why you don't have to answer? Is there a particular reason why?
Well, initially, if you recall, you only went to get tested if you were ill, and then slowly but surely that started changing.
Yeah.
So we're not ill at the moment. We don't present in any way. So if I report, actually, there's a testing center right next to one of my centers in Winchester. We actually, all of us went over to see, could we be tested? And they said, no, you're not presenting with any symptoms.
See, in Cornwall, you just have to call and get tested. We got tested.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, did you?
Oh, did you? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
before we made one of our visits to her or before she made one of her visits to her family, she got tested in June.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
How are you?
So we got tested. We both, you got the results in the 24 or 48 hours. We were both negative.
So what were they testing for, Josh?
The virus.
As
Virus?
far as my understanding, they were testing for the virus.
Okay.
So that's what I was saying. Like, if you guys think that you had it, and there's news reports of people continuing to test positive for the virus even after they've recovered, if you didn't have a personal reason for not being tested, I would be curious to see what your results were.
Yeah.
We should see.
Well, I can ask again.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm like right next door. When I'm in Winchester, geez, it's just a matter of me reporting next door.
Well, they didn't want to waste the testing on people, right?
Initially.
Just only people with symptoms, right?
Yeah.
Well, now, like,
Now it's
we did it in June. Yeah, like I said, and if they don't do it there, then just do it at Cornwall.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We're heading to Ottawa, guys.
All
All
right.
right.
To see Julia.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, Mark, and we'll see you guys soon, I hope.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll send an
Right.
email tomorrow or Tuesday and see if
Sure
people
thing.
are good
And
with like
good luck
morning
this
and the
week,
afternoon.
Mark.
Yeah,
Huh?
good luck, Mark.
Oh, thank you.
Knock them dead.
Oh, thanks.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a
See you
great day, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.